How do I turn it? Right. For some reason, it's going that way. And there you go. We've got a situation. Hang on, let's go. Johnny, how are you doing? Jamie. Bella, thank you for coming in. Old Man King, how are you doing? Now, hen's laid an egg. So, we've got the celebration going on. But we've also got a lot of hens out. Willow's let them out again. Sod it, I can't get them in. When they're all out, I cannot get them in. So these boys and girls have snuck out. Right, hang on. Oh, I've got a knee twice its size. Right, here you go. Come on, you can come out as well. The question is where they're laying eggs, because they are all laying. And I don't know how long they've been out. Damn it. Right, we'll go back up here. I give up. Jamie, Perpetual, how are you doing, chick? So, yes, we have chickens out. Damn it. Ouchie. Kirsty, all right. Angela, good morning. How are you doing, Platypus? Ryan, she's got a bottle of water. Where the hell she got that from? Adrian, how are you doing? Right back at you. So she's chewing on a water bottle. Which should be daughters, so it serves her right for leaving it outside. Right, we're going to go in back and assume the position. I thought those hens would gone into Cheek Cheeks, but he's not opened his gate this morning. As he normally tries. Ouchie. How are you doing? Look at that free side. How are you doing? Oh, look at that beautiful sky. The old fluffy little cloud. Nibu, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Zed's Place, how are you doing? Chris, lovely to see you. Good Friday and a beautiful day. Liam, how are you doing? The chickens were doing the celebration that they do when one lays an egg. I was like, ooh, what's going on? I went on a bit long and I looked and it looked like the white hen was in the Cheek Cheek, and you think, oh God, it's potentially a bloodbath. But no, they weren't in. Nero, stop spamming, please. There, stop spamming the chat, please, Nero. It clogs the chat up. Please don't spam. Sean, how are you doing? Nice one, Jamie. Good evening, Scott. I have to try and remember everyone's times as evening for you. Totally different sky to yesterday. I seem to have saved the pigeon chicks from the carrions. I went looking last night and there were no decapitated pigeon chicks under that big hedge, and it doesn't look to have hit any other nests as yet. But yesterday's the second time I've seen carrions ever trying to dive bombs pigeons in the air. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Look at it. I swooped all this up yesterday and the wind blew it up. I yearned for the day she stops chewing. She is the queen of chew. She has got jaws that you could crack a nut with. I've got my foot on a step. Knees all wonky, very wonky knee. It's like my face, a game of the knees of two halves. Sam, what you crying at, son? How's things, Freeside? Good to see you. Has everybody got Easter eggs? Yeah, do you know what I've had to do with Easter eggs? I've had to hide them right up a height on top of a cupboard for fear that Sam gets them. Sam is the chocolate thief. He craves chocolate. He's a nightmare. She wants the boys to come and play with her, look. And he, through packaging, he just knows where chocolate is. He's naughty. Oh, she's got plenty of drink. She's just wanting to chew. Can't believe it's Good Friday already. I had a horrible arthritis flare me sleep, which I ended up sleeping in for because I can't wake up with them. It's horrible. And sure enough, see if I can show you. See that right, Nate? It's like a balloon. And it stings like a biatch. Becca, how are you doing? Becca does lives too. She's lush, as is Perpetual. She's got the lid off out. If you haven't been over to Perpetual's, go over. She's got a lush voice. Why unscrew a cap when you can chew it off? Steph, how you doing? Steph, I saw you over at Dan's. Nice one. He was a lovely bloke. I've invited him back, so hopefully he'll come through. But Dan that was in chat yesterday, I was over watching his videos yesterday. He's a lovely guy. He'll fit right in. Jonathan, how you doing? Got a blown up knee, Becca. The joys of rheumatoid arthritis. It's a while since I hit my knee though, so I can't moan. The lovely Angela Hippy Dippy, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Where are those clouds going? They're coming from, God, my direction's terrible. South, rises in the east, sets in the west. East, west. South, north. That's north. I worked it out. Dan was in yesterday, D-A-N-N. Perpetual, thank you, my darling. You're an absolute star. Oh, have you, Jonathan? What time is it for you? Are you UK or US? Mick, the old tea bag. I was thinking about that before, you know, Mick. People are going to think, wonder what kind of tea bag it is. So maybe not. Crazy Hillbilly, just the guy. Crazy Hillbilly, did you go live earlier on? Oh, cool, Jonathan. Because I'm sure, unless I was dreaming, I swear I got a notification that you were live. So I went to click on it and there was nothing. Stormy wind in the house. How are you doing, Stormy? That sun's actually warm, you know. Look at them two. Oh, it's just given up. It's got to be Yorkshire tea. Better than calling yourself tea bag. Don't put ing on the end of it because people are going to actually wonder. Yeah, I was writing a community post and then I got a notification. I swear to God, it said that Crazy Hillbilly was live. And maybe my head because it didn't come back. Old Man King, how's the cat? If you don't know Old Man King, go over it. He's lovely. Oh, cool, Stormy. Stormy, I don't know what temperature it is here. I'll say it's about 13 degrees, maximum 13 degrees, which is warm. There's actually heat in the sun. It's lush. Stormy, yeah, I will. I'll have a look. Goodies. Oh, look, there's Captain Jack. How you doing, Cactus? Shazza, get your teeth in. SSC, how you doing? What you been up to, Cactus? Sam, what are you doing, son? What you staring at? Sniffing at? What can you smell? Does he? I'll have to have a listen. Oh, no way, Elman King. Oh, I'm sorry. That's horrible, bless him. Was it just him, or did any other cats get sick? I know you love your animals too. She's been running around like a loon with that thing. Little unlocked her out the living room. Catherine, how you doing? Catherine, I got a date. Did I tell you? I meant to message you. Did I do it? If not, I've got a date. 9 days from today. Someone's firing up a growly sounding engine. Can't work out what that is. Ooh, Angela, what you cooking? Angela's at another table I want to pull a chair up to. Absolutely stunning food. Can't work out what it is. It sounds like a dying tractor. God knows. Yes. I have a little lady very excited for the Easter Bunny. Very excited, but then she's flapping, thinking that she has to go back to school on Monday, where our kids have 2 weeks off for Easter. Easter's slap bang in the middle, so she gets another week off. But she's clicked on that after Easter she goes back to school. So I have to reassure her like every 10 minutes that no, she's not going to school on Monday. Oh, lovely, Stormy. So Willow last night was broken into the chicken pen again. I think I'll come back in the pen. Right, sorry you're going to bounce around. I've got knackered knee. I'm hoping all the hens... Oh, no, they're not. Damn it, I thought they'd gone in the pen. But they're clearing out the moths for me. They're doing some weeding. They're all down there. A purple wig. He hasn't got a head in, has he? No, he hasn't. Yes, I was meant... Cactus, you reminded me. I was meant to make him an Easter Bunny costume. Damn it. Cheap Cheap lets me put a fancy dress on him. He doesn't mind it at all. As long as it doesn't interfere with moving his legs and moving his wings, he's absolutely fine. Our 2 years, that's going to take you a while, isn't it? Oh, my hips start as well, you know, my hips growling. Jonesy, good to see you. Hang on, sorry, I thought you had a wrench. There you go, Jonesy. Another fabulous channel. Oh, is Kaz in? Kaz, I can't see you. Kaz, where are you? Is Kaz in? Are you there? Hi, Kaz, how you doing? Good to have you back. Lovely to have you back. You've been missed. A lot of people have been asking after you. How's things, Jonesy? Ouchie. No, it won't let me. Cactus, look. See, it won't let me. Every now and again it does this. It's a pain in the backside and it cuts off half the damn chat. Oh, cool, Kaz. I've not had a notification. I'll have a look. Ooh, I fixed them. Shh, don't look too close. I've only done one hand so far. It's a fish. Up there. That one's a fish. It's a shark. Gamer Dad, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice one, Stormy. I'll have to have a look. I know a few people that love that. Ah, and there we have a mutant cross between a sheep and an elephant. Elephant? Oh, is it a bird head? A sheep bird? There you go. And a burger. Sheep bird and a burger. There you go. I love these games. Ooh, it's got a face. I had one, and I'll post it again. It is an all out and out. Mike, how you doing? It is an out and out pixie with legs, with ribs, with fingers, the works. It's mint. I do like this game. Oh, and just like that, face has disappeared. I can do this with wax. See loads of faces in wax. All sorts of yes. Point your fingers back and half decent, but don't look too close. Hippy Dippy, it's good to have you in. How you doing? I'm not bad, mate. I'm trying not to move around too much. I've got a dodgy knee, so you'll bounce like I'm on a trampoline. He taught her to make that annoying sound. She hasn't quite got it down. Hers is a high-pitched whine. Nice having you in, Stormy. Good to have you in. Ooh, we zoomed. Sorry about that. Have a good one, Stormy. Good luck with all the counts. Yeah, the little one, she's 7 months old. Big black guy, he is 7. And Jack, the stud dog, is 5, just turned 5. And she is a little madam. They spoil her rotten and let her go away with way too much. Nice one, Gamer Dad. Zed's place. Have you? Oh, post some pictures, Cactus. Why the hell would a Maine Coon be stray? Bless it. Ooh, look at that. I've got a whirl. I've got a swirl. Cinnamon bun. Yeah, I rang them up yesterday. And it was how I thought. I rang ENT who transferred me on to ultrasound. And the lovely lady at ultrasound booked me in while I was on the phone, as there wasn't anything yet on the system, so job's a good one. Lovely today, the birds are going nuts. Oh, bless her. Mona, how are you doing? Good to see you. Maine Coons are beautiful. What colour is she, Cactus? Yeah, Kaz, that was funny. Do you know what? We're heading into spring and it's ridiculously mild, which possibly means that this is our summer. We normally get like 2 really hot weeks in May and then the weather flies to bits here and it's crap. So we'll see. Last year was a bit of a bloop. Oh, I bet she's beautiful. Don't get used to her. Cats are sods for not liking change, are they? Don't like change. There we have a pair of lips. Lips, smiling lips, without teeth. Yes, would you like to see, Kaz? Again, you're going to be bouncing. Because my knee's dodgy, hang on. Take you around, look at this skyscape. Right. Live couple of days ago. 20 minutes later, daughter lands. She got out some more. And Willow appears with a brown nose. So we knew she was digging. And she wasn't doing it on the live. What the hell's that? And then I found this. With a little tail hanging out. And she's dug a hole about 6 foot deep into there. Goes about 6 foot back. Little madam. No idea what she was digging for. Thank you, Zed. I'm kind of housebound at the minute until the kids' holidays are finished. Unless by some miracle I've got someone to watch the little one. You'd think she's 13 and she's got Downs. And she's not a fan of walking long distances. And her eyes, her vision's not that great, so she hates uneven ground. So I cannot drag her out on walks. So we're kind of housebound. Creatures of habit. But yeah, she's not come in with, how are you doing, Martin? Good to see you. My accent's horrible. It's a cross between growing up in Yorkshire, well, being born in Yorkshire family, growing up over in the northeast, so Newcastle and Northumberland, and living longer in Cumbria, so it's a mix and match of 3 accents. If I have to watch a video back or edit, is that a wasp? I have to have the volume off. I hate listening to my voice. Yeah, it's driving me nuts, Catherine, because, look, that's how I usually have it, and it won't let me. Pain in the backside. Oh, cool, Becca. Excellent. What's she doing now, Becca? Ashley, good afternoon. Good morning, how are you doing? Jerry, good to see you. How are you? Yeah, it's a mix of all different areas. Ooh, dog. Behave. I've got a dog behind us smacking us with a tail in the back of the head. How you doing, Jerry? Thanks for coming in. Right, I'm going to have a cheeky thing and then I shall maybe turn camera depending. But I can't see. It's too bright. Oh, cool, nighttime. I love it that we've got all different seasons as well as times. We're kind of upside down. Yeah, I just set it up as I normally do, but for some unknown reason, it's done that and it irritates the hell out of me. Jack, what are you doing, son? Hopefully those carrions have moved on looking for other birds. Although I haven't seen the pigeons, maybe they have had them. There's been some crazy weather down your end of the world, Jerry, this year. Hasn't there? Well, your summer. Crazy temps and then cyclones. Willow, leave them chickens alone. Chickens are squawking, and that's because she is doing the heading. She does it for bad. Valentina, how you doing? She'll go, she runs through the chickens, and then she comes back all impressed with herself. Show you what how's done. I'm interested. Cactus, no, not that I know of. He's probably in meltdown somewhere, arsehole. I've got so much work to do. They're all next door's trees, and they leave buckets and buckets and buckets. When I clean the path behind there, there'll be at least 2 dumpy bags full of pine needles, all the way along. Drives me nuts. Catherine. Oh, hey. But yeah, she does a victory lap through the chickens and thinks she's so... Look, she's going to annoy them again. She's going to give them a little flyby just to annoy them. Daniel, how are you doing? Who knew that saying the shadow had square pea head could make someone so lose their mind? Just because your shadow's got corners, that was it. Oh, did you watch it all, Cactus? Because it was nuts. Mary, how are you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, Cactus, he lost his mind. Johnny, how are you doing? Good morning. Is there holidays in the US for Easter, or is it just a normal weekend? Oh wow, Jonesy, I've not long, well, I haven't done mine for a while. I'm alright, Mary, got a knee that's ballooned up, but apart from that, I'm good. Holiday. Because we have a bank holiday today, so the majority of businesses are shut apart from entertainment, food, and Monday. Monday is a holiday as well. Tomorrow I'll make some paste eggs and I'll post them. It's a kind of a traditional thing. You get an egg. I put them in a pair of tights, so it's wrapped nice and tight. Cactus, half the time I barely say anything at all, but yeah, he gets a bit angry with me. He's got major anger issues. I mean, all that I was saying, the shadow had a square pea head. That was it basically, and it did, to be honest. But hey, yeah, paste eggs. So oh, that was a butterfly. Pair of tights or something tight. You can use elastic bands, but I like to get the flowers on nicely. You pick some flowers, you place them around the shell of the egg. Cool, Mary, I'll be there. Put them inside the tights with the flowers really tight around it. If you use a pair of tights, you can put elastic bands around it after, just to be good, and you boil them. Kurza, how you doing? Just like you make a boiled egg, and at the end of boiling time, you pull it out, and the flowers have dyed the shell of the egg. Do that every year. Oh, cool, Jerry. It's like bars, takeaways, like the odd food store. They are all open. They're shut for Easter Sunday, the supermarkets. But yes, I found, oh no, the pigeons are still here. There's one just flying over. That daffodils do dye the eggshells, but not massively, depending on what eggs you've got. I like... Oh, hey. This time I'm going to put on, to try them out, some heather flowers. And you just flatten them against the eggshell, wrap them tightly. Tight's the best thing, although elastic bands as well. Boil them, and then you have a pretty egg with flower imprints all over it, in theory. And that's a little Easter tradition. Oh, cool, Mona. That's good. Yeah, Jerry Perpetual's got a fabulous channel. Yeah, it's the colours to go for. Mona, I'll make them, I'll film it. God, no. Yes, Mary, people will come over. But yes, I'll film them. And you get pretty patterns. I've been looking for flowers. My Aubrietta is flowering, so that's a purpley blue. The heather is the pink. Because of the colour of the eggshells, I've not got any that lay white. They're different colours of brown, although one at the minute's laying like a pink egg. So the yellows don't really show. Have we got any other flowers here? Just got some heather. They're what, I was saying to Ralph about these. They're a little dinky form of tulip. Ralph's got some of these as well. Jack, do you have to stand in them, son? Can't see any over there. I could try the leaves of my red robin. These might dye the shells. Maybe. Look at them. They're all going to head down the house. Not flowering yet. I've got a few down one side, but they're not up to much at the minute. It's a bit early for those. Oh, cool, Marty. Yeah, Kaz told you, you've been missed, chick. It's good to have you back. She's had one of the Ben's Pop-It toys. My little one goes nuts for these sensory toys. You push them through, turn it over and push them through again, and it kind of makes a little noise. And she goes nuts for them. I've got so much to do outside, Mona. So much to do, and I'm leaving a bit late because the birds are nesting, so I can't touch any of the bushes unless I know there's no nests in them. They never tend to nest in that patch, so I'm safe cutting those. Jerry, we've got loads of Aussies here and New Zealanders. Got people from pretty much every country. It's brilliant. Cactus, you know his red bucket of love? He was cheating on it with a plant pot the other day. Maggot butt you minger. Oh, how long's your shift, Ashley? Right, can you see them? Pair of buzzards riding their thermals. And my chickens are out. Damn it. Pairs circling away. Oh, they're coming this way. So it looks like I am going to be standing guard of my chicken because there's buzzards. They'll take my little roosters. They're riding those thermals and coming this way. Damn it. Go away, Miss Buzzard. Harry, how are you doing? Harry, another fabulous channel. How you doing, PPR? Yeah, he's been cheating on his red bucket with a big plant pot. He was showing some major love to that plant pot as well, so he had a hen got in his pen. Well, I let the hens out again. She made them a new gate, and one of the hens went in. And surprisingly, he didn't lose his mind, so I have hopes that he might move on from the bucket to real love. Scott, you're amazing. If you don't know Scott, go over. Busiest scrapper on YouTube. Shandy, ooh, picnic. I don't know if the red bucket realised that he's playing the dirty on it, but it's not in his pen. He hasn't moved it in. Those buzzards again, can't see them. They've gone off. Miss Red, how are you doing? Yeah, you're already typed. Ooh, picnic. What you got on your picnic? It's really warm. Really warm today. It's miraculous. There's a troublemaker. Jack, what you chewing? Oh, what you eating? PPR, another fabulous channel. Everyone is. If you don't know someone in chat, click on the name and go have a look. Willow, out. She hasn't dug that out yet, but she's gonna. Ashley, challenging. How are you doing? Good to see you. Ashley has a fabulous voice. Very, very, very beautiful voice. Oh, Becca, excellent. Challenging, Harry, everybody just fabulous. And there you go, another one. Old Man King, everyone. If you don't know someone, just click on the name and go over. Shandy, I'm quite surprised it's actually hot-ish. He's just about business with his bucket. His love bucket. Sam has this odd thing. He'll pick something. He's got a little bit of, I think, a Peppa Pig. He puts it down and he rolls on it. Weird dog. John, how you doing? I'm okay, John. Just got a sore knee. Arthritis flare. See, I don't know why he rolls on stuff, but at least I don't have a dog that rolls in stinky, dirty stuff. Wouldn't be happy with that. A friend's dog likes to roll in cow pats. Icky, yucky, stinky. Anyone know what's the theory behind dogs that roll in stinky stuff? Do they find it attractive? Are they trying to hide their scent? Or what are they doing? Why, Scott? Why would you want to leave? Maybe he's weird. He has some odd habits, does Sam. He does the same thing about 7:30 at night. He has to roll on his back about 7:30. I've got 2 bantam roosters. I've got 2 Pekings. Carl, how you doing? Becca rocks. Ooh, Becca. Ugh. And I'm also grateful that we don't have skunks in the UK. Wild. Because none of my dogs, they would. Yeah, Mona, it's weird. It's a weird, weird, weird habit. I'm just so glad my dogs don't do it. Well, I'll tell a lie. Sam's done it once when he was younger. I'm trying to move this block. I've got my knee on a block of sleeper that they were using for shooting practice, how the air rifles out. Pain like Bane, how you doing? Ooh, Catherine, there you go. Happy days, Kaz. Yeah, I tell you what else, what other dog's an absolute harebrained lunatic that never calms down till the day it dies? Springer Spaniels. We had working Springers. Dad always, 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 always had labs. And Springers piqued his interest, so he got a couple. And those dogs are insane. They don't calm down until the day they die. They're just nuts. I mean, they're like hyper, like Willow is, until the last breath. And which ones are worse? Cocker Spaniels. Any Cocker Spaniels just are relentless. Oh my God, don't put me on the telly, it makes you freak out. Look at him, now he's going to kip. Challenging rocks. If you don't know how to click on challenges, but don't go over hungry because you're going to be starving when you come away. Fabulous. Kaz, lovely to have you in. See, he's at it again. Has he left it? Oh, it was something else he had. All true. Newcastle, I believe, were third in the league. Get in. Yes, I grew up over Newcastle, so always been an NUFC fan. Love it. It was at Alan Shearer's testimonial. And the Celtic fans, there was a few testimonials, and the Celtic fans had been on tour going around them all. And Shearer's was the last on the way back up to Glasgow. Now, I used to know the Newcastle team doctor, and he got us tickets for the testimonial because they'd all sold out. And I drove, it was me and a lass I was with, and I took 2 lads as well that were Newcastle fans. I drove it. And the doctor, we met him outside, and he was very specific about who he gave each set of tickets to. He was like, girls, they're yours, boys, that's yours. And we went in and we're behind the goal, Sir John Hall-end, and the Celtic fans were above us. And I swear to God, the terrace that they were on above us, it was shaking, the ground was shaking. The Celtic fans We're going mental, and I mean mental. We were joking kind of, oh, thank God we're not up there. So enjoyed the match. Came out, waited for the lads coming out. One of them looked a bit stressed. They'd only had tickets and had to sit in the Celtic end. Well, one of them is a very devout Newcastle fan, so his mate was swearing in his ear, Willow, torturing them chickens again, to sit on his backside if Newcastle scored, because they were surrounded by Celtic fans. So they had a bit of a stressful testimonial, but we had a fabulous one. I was killing myself laughing. Yeah. See, when kind of Keegan time and around then, we used to knock around with a few of the players down around the town, and it was almost like a golden era. And Keegan's, I love it if we beat them against Man U. I wish he hadn't said that, because it still makes my toes curl. But yeah. So it's going quite well. Yes, we've got new owners. Yes, they're pumping money in, but hey, every other one does it, so jobs are good. Then the sun is shining. Willow's not digging holes, although she looks like she's about to. All's good. Bye, Jonesy. Thanks for coming in. If you don't know Jonesy, go over. Another fabulous channel. T&J, how you doing? Sorry, T&J, I didn't see you there. Chat moves up so quickly, and I was off on a tangent about Newcastle. But yeah, it's looking good. We still have, in this year's Premier League table, the fewest losses. It's like, get in. Jamie. Yeah, I used to go out with Tino Espria, Colombian international. That was interesting. That was fun times. He had some interesting friends, shall we say. Viewless, how you doing? How is it your way? Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, cool, Harry, I'll be there. I know, Jerry. Willow, whatever you're doing, stop it. Jack forgot about the teddy that I hid, Happy Days. Although Willow's just seen me move it. I think I can see what them chickens are doing. Right, Sam, don't walk into me, son. So, Cactus, if you're there, if you can see him, my little Peking cockerel. I hatched 2 Willow, stop it. Mottled Peking eggs. And I got 2 cockerels, and they're actually the lead cockerels in that pen. Teeny tiny little things, and they're so cute. The hens are like 3 times the size of them. Scott, what's going on? Yeah, Spria, lots of fun. And back then, the players, Jerry, yeah, just a little bit. He had some Italian friends that he used to knock around with, who always had friends with them, shall we say. But yeah, fun times. Back then, it was a very different setup. The players basically had fun. Cheap seats, how you doing? Right, that sun's dropping, so might be able to get a decent pic of these roosters. Willow, you stay there. Teeny tiny roosters. The hens are like 3 times the size. Harry Viewler's got a brilliant channel. Buddy, how are you doing? Good, look at them, they're so cute. They fit in your hand, they're tiny. Look at the size of that hen compared to them. It's so funny seeing them try and boss the hens around because their hens are just huge compared to them. Yeah, fabulous mail call, Jamie, from Buddy. Buddy, you rock, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll send you photographs, Buddy. Jenny, good morning. How you doing? Those chickens in the house. No. I don't know if I shut the door. No, I haven't, so we'll have to keep a lookout because the chickens will be in the house. Oh, make the dead cute. They've got feathery feet and it's like little flares on. Cute little things. And for their size, I used to have, I had a hatch in that dozen of eggs that I hatched. I had all different chicken types and I ended up with 3 cockerels. And one was a big Colombian blacktail. Now he was like 4 times the size of Stumpy, one of those little tiny Peking things. And I heard a kerfuffle outside and I had a look. And although they just got to that age where the hormones were flowing and the little Peking was jumping up trying to batter the big Colombian blacktail that was 4 times his size. He couldn't reach his head, so he was kind of pecking at his cheek and his crop, and he couldn't kung fu kick him above his knees. So the big cockerel would just kind of turn his head and it would make him roll across the floor and he'd come back for more. Ah, cool, Buddy. So I think he was just humouring him. But that day and that non-fight that he lost, he became head cockerel. Videos, Buddy, lots of videos. Harry, you'll love Jenny's channel as well. Everyone's got fabulous channels. So yeah, he became head cockerel after that, and it was only because the other cockerel let him off, but he was that placid. He let him. 2 roosters scrapping. Teenage roosters deciding the pecking order. And the one that should have taken the pecking order was just so chilled that he let the other one have it. So funny. Aha, that's where he is. There is a pheasant right there. He's sat on some logs. He's decided that wood is his territory. So we'll see if he gets a hen and I have pheasant chicks come in. Sam, what are you crying at, son? I'm going to have to go and shut that back door. Oh, Scott, you're joking. I'm sorry. Buddy, safe travels. Have an awesome day. Scott, what are the rules there? Do you have to not have a seizure for a certain length of time before you get it back? Do they do it that way? That's absolutely crap. When you're used to driving and you need to drive to do your thing. Horrible. Oh, right over summer as well. Damn it. Do they know what caused the seizure in the first place? I'm sorry, Scott. Is there anyone be interested in come giving you a hand? Although I know that splits 3 years and this. Oh, sorry, viewers, it's crap. When I had the spinal surgery, I couldn't drive for I was nearly 5-6 months, and it's horrible. Ah, that pheasant's decided that corner's his house. Nice one, Johnny. Absolutely shitty. Be interesting to see if that pheasant tries to take the cockerels on. Yeah, Jenny, that's many years is horrible too. Ooh, cool, Bane, I'll have a look. Yeah, well, let's see how it comes up. Hopefully it's just a blip. There's loads of bugs out. I can see bees. I've got a bee hovering next to me. The flies are hatching. All in these big trees over this side and down the hill. There comes clouds of green fly. It's disgusting when it happens. Hate green fly with a passion. Can't stand it. TG, how you doing? What about Kauai? The road's busy. Jerry, it's nuts. I know it's safety wise, but see, wouldn't you think that by this day and age, Fearless, they'd be able to work out what it is? They were asking me when I was getting this scan booked yesterday whether I've had bloods recently, so I don't know if I'm getting injected with anything while I have the MRI. We'll see. I've not had a head MRI before. So, Zaxon, how you doing? If you don't know Zaxon, another channel, go see him. Lovely, lovely, lovely guy. Zaxon rocks. I'm just going to stagger down these steps and shut this door because the chickens come and sunbathe on the back step. Oh. And they'll walk straight in the house. Flies, go away. Zaxon, have you got any adventures planned this weekend? Ooh, I might get the crutches out, you know. It's starting to feel like it's going to start giving way. Watch me shut the door and I've locked a chicken in the house, a little flipper lid. But they all come and sit on the step and sunbathe. They do the chicken flop. I don't think it's going to let me sit down here. Signal's crap. It fights between the Wi-Fi. Ouchie. It flips between the Wi-Fi and data on my phone, which annoys the hell out of me. Which is why I stay up here. And it can't switch, in theory. Ooh, Catherine, no way. Play with maggots. I was playing with my mealworm farm yesterday. I like to take the mealworms out that are about to pupate and that have pupated. They go in a separate container. When they hatch, they get put in the beetle boxes that I've got. 2 boxes, the same size as stack. I cut the base out of one and put wire mesh and glued that in on the base. So any eggs or baby mealworms drop through the layer into the bottom. Oh, do they? And then the bran with those eggs and baby mealworm go in the big box. But the other mealworms, homemade, homegrown chicken food, they go mental for mealworms. Every couple of days, chuck some apple slices in and they love it. They don't like greens, but they love apples. And they get a bit of moisture on that so your beetles live for longer. Bacon, how are you going to doing? Bacon, all the better for you being in. How's you? The problem with maggots is they stink. I can't stand the smell of maggots. And luckily, it's not a chicken type thing. I might get them some crickets. They go mental for crickets. And you can breed those the same, can't you? I think. The crickets. I'm sure my son for his spider was feeding them like grated carrot and things. Metal in your eye. Yeah, it creeps me out, Scott, when they ask that question. Because I've got the metal bolts and pins in my spine from 2017, I think it was. So when you tick yes, they ask and they say, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine, it'll be melted to the bone. But they're blooming big magnets in an MRI machine, so any little twitch, I'm panicking that I've had a splinter in my eye and my eyeball's going to fling out and stick to the side of the MRI machine. My back's going to fly to bits and the bolts and pins fly onto the side machine. All these wonderful things. Way too busy. Busy is good, it keeps you out of trouble. In theory. Kind of keeps me out now and again. Cockles are going near that pheasant. We'll see if there ends up being a battle. Cock pheasant will be huge compared to the chickens as well. Oh, we're with the MRI gang. TG, how old are the chicks that you've got? TG's got some chicken chicks, little fluffy butts. Chickens are kicking off because they've just seen what looked like a hawk fly over. They're too big for a hawk to take. Jerry, lovely to have you in. Thank you for being here. Jamie, are you going down the river today? Go and fling your magnet in. I haven't got any tooth fillings. I've got a crown. I got my front tooth smashed in half playing hockey as a kid. Instead of taking a normal hockey swing, she took a golf swing and my tooth was embedded in a hockey stick. Fun times. Beth, how you doing? Beth, because I look like crap. I've had a flare during the night, my knees ballooned. It's sore. Oh, really? Sounds a bit iffy view, this. This sun's burning. Loving it. Hang on, Beth, I'll show you. Ouchie. Oh, and we have the jeans that permanently twist. But that knee is like double the size of the other one, only you can't tell. You can kind of tell there. I hate these jeans, the twist. That's what worries me, Scott, because I don't know if I've got any metal in my eye. I've done so much crappy stuff in my life, God knows. Oh, that would be funny. It'd have to move fast. But you've got out. Carl, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in. Have you seen the brain surgeries they do when you're awake? Now that will freak me out. I know you've got no nerves in your head, but I'm waking you up after they cracked your skull to stick stuff and gloop around in your brain. No, thank you. I would really rather not. Johnny. Oh, the pigeons are still all right. There's another one there. Daisy, how are you doing, my darling? Daisy is a ray of sunshine wherever she goes. Catherine, sweet dreams, chick. If you don't know Catherine, go over. Voice of an angel. Yes, darling. If I miss you, shout at me. Thank you, Bane. There you are, Daryl. How you doing? Willow, leave those chickens alone. She only does it for bad, little madam. I'm going to have to find where they're nesting. Catherine, love you. Daryl, it's not an abscess. They told me 6 years ago it was an abscess and they couldn't operate because it was wrapped around my facial nerve. This time it was hella worse, like monstrously huge, couldn't open my mouth and out. And sent me for an ultrasound. Stop chasing bees, you idiot. That dog. Sent me for an ultrasound, who told me it isn't an abscess. My parotid gland has abnormal areas to it. And the lump in my cheek is a duct from that saliva gland in your cheek, like where your earlobe is. And that gland is now totally dead, doesn't work. So they've requested an urgent MRI, and I get that week on Sunday. It said the lump in my cheek is thickened tissue on the tube that comes away from that duct, so I'm shitting my pants, basically. Beth, you shout, wait, oh, hang on, I'll do this for Beth, even though I look like death. Ugh. And can't see for the sun, hang on. Stick some coffee and, I'm going to turn, because I can't see. There, see, look like death. I can't see facing that way at all. Sun's heavenly. But yes, I can't see. Yeah, I've had loads and loads of MRIs. Johnny, lovely to have you in. You rock. Because of the spinal issues I've had loads of MRIs. I've had them on my knees, I'm on my hips. My back I've lost count, but I've not had a head one before. Rough as a badger's arse is a UK saying. Another British saying, bulldog chewing a wasp, that's another one. We'll have lots of little sayings like that. Clint, how you doing? Clint, sorry, I didn't see you there. Someone's lawnmower is backfiring. Ooh. Always, always is another. UB, how you doing, UB? UB, fabulous channel, and Mrs. UB, awesome, awesome, awesome lady. How's the family, UB? Mr. and Mrs. UB rock. If you don't know them, go over. Yes, mutton dressed as lamb, that's another one. Rough as a badger's arse. Bulldog chewing horse. Mutton dressed as lamb. We'll have loads of odd sayings. If we say something that you don't understand, we'll explain it. Silver, the handsome devil that Silver is, the gentleman of YouTube. With a naughty side. He does like tacos. Oh, cool. What have you got planned this weekend? Slapped ass, yeah. Face like a slapped ass is a grumpy face. A sad, frowny face. A moody face. Losfer, good to see you. Daryl, do you know what? Where the scan for your back, a couple of machines I've been in, there's been like ribs around the MRI, and I would lay and just count the paint holes in the ridges, and that kind of got me through it because I'm claustrophobic. I don't like it. Losfer's an absolute darling. Yes, you just keep destroying stuff. Stu, good afternoon. Oh, sun's gone in for a little bit. Oh, hello, that was quick. Viewless, lovely to have you in. Clouds are over. Oh, come on. I'm sorry about that, cat. Oh, man, king. Horrible losing a pet. I lost a cockerel, a purebred bulwark, and it's a German rare breed. Oh, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Face of two halves. And he just dropped off his perch basically and died. So I took him to the vet and I ended up taking him to DEFRA. It's part environment and animals basically. I took it to their lab, and there's a big lab over Penrith, so kind of northeast Cumbria, and they warned me that rare breeds have a habit of just dropping dead, and they can't find any cause whatsoever, but they'd have a look at him. It only cost us, I think it was 30 quid to get an autopsy. So they rang me after the first round and said we can't find anything. The first round is just basically looking over the bird, looking for any deformities, couldn't find anything. So the next round was looking at his organs. I got a phone call, nothing wrong with his organs, couldn't seem a thing. He had a little bit of a sniffle, but nothing that would make him drop dead. So the third round of tests was microbiology, and they were looking at his blood, they were looking at his tissues under a microscope, and his cause of death, they don't know, couldn't find a thing wrong with him. So I sent him off because I was worried that my birds maybe had a disease in them, and it just turned out it was one of those things. So yeah, he just dropped dead. George, it was just after George. Now George, his basically heart stopped and he just dropped to the floor. Wolf, how you doing? The vet said because he hatched paralysed, there is that pigeon going in its nest, sat in the centre of the screen. Because he was, Miss George, I love that bird. He hatched paralysed, and I fixed it with human vitamins. Ryeneck is a vitamin deficiency in the hen or the egg, and from being paralysed, it took me 6 hours of syringe feeding him to get him on his feet and answering to his name. Absolutely amazing, couldn't believe it. But the vet said he would have had internal issues. It's likely that his heart stopped. And that was just a few days after his first birthday. I cried for 3 days over that chicken. So when Bomber, it was called Bomber the Vorwerk, dropped dead, a couple of weeks later, I was worried. Jacko, how are you doing? I know, it was horrible, Beryl, you know how horrible it was. I tried to bring him back. He was still warm when I found him, but he was gone. I couldn't get him back. So yeah, basically his heart stopped. He's had internal issues that I just didn't know from that vitamin deficiency. But that is how we have Cheep Cheep and his love bucket. Stormy, I was thinking about you. How you doing? Stormy, another Oz friend. Stormy, Jerry was in before. He's from Australia too. Don't know if you've met Jerry. What did you need? Hang on, what am I missing? Yeah, Kirsty, it's horrible losing pets. Horrible. So yeah. Old Man King, thank you so much for being here. If you don't know him, go over and meet him. Lovely guy who just loves his animals. Brilliant, brilliant man. And she started. That took longer than I thought. Watch your holes. For all Sam's chewing that, he'll let her take it. Willow, you've been digging. Your nose isn't black. What have you been digging and where have you been digging? Beth, thank you so much, chick. I was doing it. I haven't been on it for ages, Stormy. He was staying live on top of my lives, so I just start and do my regular thing. If people come across, it's up to them. But there's been a clash of timings, so I just do my thing. Look at her, trying to pinch that from him. And he let her. See, she's spoiled. Daryl, it is horrible. I had a rescue dog, which is a Staffordshire Bull Terrier called Meg. When I got her, she was about 6 months old. She'd been abandoned in some woods and she didn't know what grass was. She didn't know what dog treats were. She was thick as 2 short planks and clumsy as, but she was the most loving dog. Loved her to bits. Way I, Beth. Always. I'll just plod along. Yeah, Stu. It was kind of sad. I was got a book. It'll be what it'll be. So just do my own thing, plod along, and have a laugh doing it. Beth, you know, one amazing lady. She is very talented. She's taken on a cricket. If you go on Beth's, have a look at everything that she's been to. And he's undoing that again. He's chewing it from the other side to unknot it. After the school holidays, I'm going to have a bit of a change round. A couple of days a week, I'll be going live around about 9 a.m. UK time, and the other 3 days just the regular time. Because I've got friends that can't get in unless they're staying up late. Oh, really, Stormy? Mick, lovely to have you in, Mr. Teabag. Yeah, I got a new name for Mick Teabag. Just don't put ing on the end of it, you'll be fine. Monkey, how you doing? I was something. I've got friends over in Australia and New Zealand, and it's really late for yous over there. And I've been asked a few times about going early, so I'm going to do a couple of my mornings a week. So it'll be kind of your early evening-ish, and the rest of the time regular. No way. Shaz Poppins way high. Challenging, look at this if he stays still. Sam normally has a Mohican. He has a long layer of hair from his shoulders to his back. That wavy stuff normally stops at his tail, but it's all gone. He's shedding his coat, and he is a nightmare. His hair comes out in clumps, and he's got that typical thick lab double coat. So he's fun. I did actually a couple of videos on the differences between fox red and black labs, and I had been grooming them. Sam, so it's 11 p.m. right now. I had like 2 carrier bags of hair from Sam and a handful off Jack. I've done a couple of those. I might do another one. It's quite funny. But he's got that double. He's like a polar bear. There's the lead little cockerel. Do you know what, Monkey Town? What's the weather for the weekend? Are you going to get loads of visitors over the weekend? They never stop. And dog hair, it floats. I mean, no cat hair does, but it floats. I find Sam's hair on top of cupboards, everywhere. And it's like, how the hell did it get there? I wonder what that was. The chicken had its head into the ground. I was thinking, where's its head? Bina, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. So she's got the same coat, although at the moment it's finer. Oh, sorry. So I'm hoping it stays that way. Jack's really fine haired, believe it or not, but because of the size of him. Daryl, yeah, I was saying that, see if there's anyone you can bring in, but at the same time it's paying them, you lose your profits. Even if it's just to pick things up for you, or if people can drop off. Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott. I know it's crap. It's life-changing, I know. Did you, Stu? Yeah, I was through. Blackpool is a northern seaside resort. Back in the day, it was a hive of activity. It's quieter now, but there's a big amusement place with crazy sized roller coasters and all sorts, and beautiful beach. A few traditional old piers as well, and it's a great day out. So, oh, Stormy, if you put a video up, I'm not going to get a notification if you've done it. Put a video up and give me the recipe, because that sounds lush. My lot will go crazy for that. EL3, how you doing? But when Blackpool's busy, it's a nightmare because you can't get parked anywhere, you can't move for traffic. There's like lots and lots and lots and lots of people. Queues for everything. Yeah, love the Pleasure Beach. So much fun. There used to be a very, very old wooden roller coaster there, an early roller coaster, and it was still open. You come off it black and blue because it didn't go round corners, it had like 90-degree corners, and you got thrown everywhere. Plus it was rickety because it was wooden. It used to terrify the life out of us. That's been a long day. Long day, Stu. Did you find any interesting little bits of treasure? They're all going to decide they want that toilet they're undoing. What has he got? See, Jack started chewing. He's copying that damn puppy.